Okay, ready? Ready to rock and roll? Okay. Namaste, friends. So this week, a super mellow, gentle lower back sequence. If you have a yoga block and a yoga strap handy, great. And if you don't, no worries. So we will start. Come down onto your backs and take the feet about mat width and allow the knees to gently fall together. Constructive rest pose. So constructively rest down here. Maybe wriggle the hips a little, wriggle the shoulders a little. And then take a few nice full deep breaths. Let's breathe in through the nose and then just exhale, long exhale out through the mouth. One or two more in that same way. Let the weight of your body sink down into the floor and just become aware of all the parts of your body in contact with the floor. Notice the support of the feet and the legs. Relax the hips and the lower back into the floor and soften the shoulders into the earth. Relax through the neck and the head. Just a few more breaths here. And if there is any discomfort in the lower back, if there's any feeling of imbalance, try to just relax to allow the lower back to soften evenly down into the floor. And then you can bring the hands to rest on the belly. And just focus on breathing into the belly. As you inhale, belly expands. And as you exhale, start to gently connect to your abdominals, gently engaging the lower abdominals. Doesn't have to be a deep sensation, but just enough to start to connect to the core. So again, a few more rounds. Inhale, breathing into the belly, breathing into the lower back. And as you exhale, starting to draw the abdominals in towards the spine. Inhale, belly relaxes, expands. Exhale, draw the belly button in. We'll take one more in that same way. Notice as you inhale how you breathe not only into the belly but also to the lower back. Exhale, draw the belly in. And then from here, draw the knees into the chest. You can give yourself a little hug here. Perhaps even lift the head towards the knees. And then we'll place right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee. We're going to make some little circles here with the knees, separating the legs. So just rotating the knees around. If you wish to link this with the breath, you can do so as you inhale, circle the legs away from one another. And as you exhale, draw the knees in towards you. A couple more times that direction. And then we will change the circles. So as you inhale, push the legs, knees away from you, circle them apart from each other, and as you exhale, draw them into the chest. Nice massage for the lower back. So take one more circle in that direction. Once again, hug the knees just momentarily into the chest. And then we'll bring the feet to the floor. Feet are about hip width apart. And set yourself up here so that the knees and the toes are in the same direction. And you can have the arms resting down on the floor and use the arms for support if you wish. So just like we did earlier when we exhaled, feel that gentle engagement through the core and keep that engagement and support. And then just moving with the breath as you inhale, lift the hips Gently roll up the spine. And as you exhale, roll down with control, vertebrae by vertebrae, resting back down on the mat. 2 more times, just move with the breath. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Listening to how your body is feeling today. Feeling into all those curves of the spine, lower back. Last time, moving with the breath, push into the feet. Engage the glutes, soft engagement through the core. And as you exhale, rolling back down. Find center, take a breath. Allow the hips to soften. And then once again, we'll draw the knees into the chest. If it feels good, draw the nose towards the knees and release the head back to the floor. So this time, hands on the knees once again, but we're going to move the knees together. So circles, this time with the legs together. So moving in one direction. Again, if you wish to combine your breath with this, you can inhale as you circle halfway round. Exhale as you circle back to yourself. Changing directions with those circles. Again, massaging, releasing through the lower back. Last circle there. We'll return the feet to the floor, back to where we were. Knees, toes, facing in the same direction. Arms can support you. Gentle engagement through the core and 3 rounds of those rolling bridges as you inhale, lifting up. And as you exhale, lower. Linking the breath with the movement. Push down into the feet as you lift up. Gently engage the glutes, the core. Last time. Find center, take a breath. This time, draw the knees in towards you. Lift the head if you wish. And then gently just rocking side to side here. A few more times. Feeling into a sense of balance and ease through the back of the hips, through the lower back. So we're going to keep that right knee drawing in, and the left foot can come to the floor. So take a few breaths here, just pulling that right knee into the chest. Take one more nice full deep breath. And with your inhale, extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. We'll just gently hold on behind the back of that thigh. And then you can point and flex this right foot a few times. And then you can circle that ankle. Those cracks and pops. So if you have a strap handy, you can now place the strap around the ball of that right foot. And once again, extend that leg up towards the ceiling. And if you don't have a strap, no worries. You can just stay there with the hand supporting the back of the leg. But flex that right foot. So feel as though you're really extending up through that right heel. At the same time, grounding down through the back of the right hip. Shoulders soft, collarbones soft. If it feels good now to extend and lengthen that left leg along the mat, feel free to do so. Staying with those nice full deep breaths. Toes are moving towards the face. Keep lengthening up through the back of that right leg. A few more breaths. Enjoying a last full deep round of breath there. So we're going to release the strap, but keep that right foot where it is. Engage the core, and when you're ready on an inhale, you can lift the head, neck, and shoulders, extend the arms, and gaze towards that left foot. If it feels good, you can also hover that left leg a few inches off the floor. Keep breathing. Stay engaged through the core. Enjoying one more full deep breath there. End of your exhale, left leg lowers, head, neck, and shoulders lower. Right leg stays up towards the ceiling. And then with control, stay engaged through the core. You can use the support of the arms if you wish. Gently lower this right leg. Keep pushing out through that right heel. Use the core to help you as you lower that right leg all the way down to meet the left. And when you get there, relax. Take a few breaths and let go. Soften the front body, soften the back of the body. And then we're going to draw that left knee into the chest, doing the same thing other side. You can bend that right knee, hugging that left knee in towards you. One more round of breath there. And with an inhale, left leg extends up towards the ceiling, holding on around the back of that left thigh. Point, flex that left foot. Circle that ankle. And then taking the strap around that left leg. Same thing on this side. Lengthen up through the back of that left leg. If it feels right for you on this side to extend the right leg, please do so. Full deep breaths here. Back of that left hip, rooting into the earth. That left heel extending upward. One final full deep breath. And release the strap. Keep the left leg up. Engage the core. And with your inhale, lifting head, neck, and shoulders up, gazing towards the right toes. And if it works for you to hover the right leg, do so. Keep breathing. Taking a final round of breath. Release that right foot. Release the head, neck, and shoulders. Staying connected through the core, slowly lower that left leg. Imagine you were pushing out through that left heel. Muscles of that left leg stay engaged. Use the support of the core. And when that left foot reaches the floor, once again, just relax. Allow the body to melt into the floor. Let go. Check in if there's any holding, any gripping through the lower back, any discomfort through the hips. Take a few of those nice belly breaths, breathing and expanding through the belly, breathing into the lower back. Soften. Take one more breath there. And then we're going to bend the knees once again, coming back to that preparation of bridge. So if you have a yoga block, we're going to use that. And if you don't, you can always take a little stack of pillows about the height of a yoga block, or you can return to doing those rolling bridges that we were doing earlier. So with an inhale, lift the hips. And place the block on whatever height works for you today and feel supported. Allow the hips to rest down on the block. Knees and toes still facing in the same direction. And arms can either rest at your sides. I also like to bend those elbows and find cactus arms, resting the backs of the hands on the floor. So whatever feels most comfortable for you. Turning the attention back to the breath here. Notice the support of the feet grounding down into the earth. Notice the support of the block or the cushions underneath the hips. Become aware as well of the shoulders, the back of the head on the floor. If you don't feel supported by the block, please adjust so that you can really relax here. Be with the breath. Notice each inhale and each exhale. Just a couple more breaths. And then moving with an inhale, use the support of the feet. You can bring the arms down beside you. Lift the hips off the block. Find that gentle engagement through the core, engagement of the glutes. Support that lower back. Remove the block or the stack of pillows. And slowly, with control, lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Find center. Take a few breaths here. We're going to take the hips over to the left. And from here, drop the knees to the right, finding a little supine twist here. And it may feel nice to place a block or a pillow between the knees. That right hand can rest on that upper knee. Left hand comes behind you. And if it feels comfortable for the neck, you can slowly turn to gaze along that left arm. Eyes can be open or closed. Again, using the breath here to help soften any tightness through the lower back, through the hips. Even, smooth, steady breaths, breathing all the way up into the upper chest. Collarbones and shoulders soften. Enjoy a last round of breath there with the knees to the right. And then move on an inhale and come back and find center. And once again, take a moment just to take a couple of breaths here at your place of center. And then we'll take the hips to the right and allow the knees to fall to the left. Again, if a block or a pillow feels good between the knees, take it there. Take that right arm behind. Turn the head. Soften and relax with each exhale. And find a place take the knees a little bit further away from you, do so. I have the block between the knees, but if that doesn't feel good for you, find a version of twist that does. Your practice support you today, wherever you are. Just a few more full deep breaths here. Take your time, moving once again on an inhale. Take a moment just to appreciate center. And check in. We can come back to that constructive rest pose where we started. Legs are about the width of the mat and the knees come together. Just check in. Notice if anything has changed for you. Find a softness and a balance there through the lower back and the hips. And then if you have a blanket or a bolster handy, you can place that underneath the knees. And extend the legs when you're ready. Take the legs about the width of the mat and just shake out through the feet, the ankles, and up through the legs. Extend the arms down beside you. And we'll just take a couple of deep breaths here, in through the nose, long exhale, letting go of the breath through the mouth. Close the eyes. One more in that same way. Allow the body to relax here. I am going to leave you here. Please stay as long as your day allows. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.